Hey guys, it's IcyNewYear, and we're back with more tips and tricks on making a Let's Play. Today we're going to talk about software, which I guess is the big elephant in the room for most. A lot of people end up using something like a Bandicam trial or things along those lines, and I want to let you know there are better options out there. I'm going to start with what I use. Personally, I use Camtasia Studio, and what I love about Camtasia Studio is I get to have my audio track for my microphone, which is here, separate from my system audio, and that lets me just adjust them completely separately. It's also a all-in-one recorder editing software, and that just makes life easier for me. Now, Camtasia Studio is a bit on the pricier side. I think it's around, oops, let's not save that, around 300 or so, but there are some really good free solutions out there. One solution a lot of people know the name of but don't realize they can use for local recording is OBS, or Open Broadcast Software. I'm going to have the link for that down below in the description. And with this, you can set this up to do local recording really easily. Basically, I'm going to walk through this real quick. If you go to your settings, and under Setting Profile, make a new profile. Now, I'm not going to, I already have one. Just type in a new name and click Add. I have one for local recording, and then I normally make a new profile for each major different things I do, but I really just use this for local recording. Under encoding, you want to kick this quality all the way up to 10. You might need to adjust that down if your computer can't handle it. Start at 10, do some test recording, work it down from that. From here, make sure your audio is encoded the way you want it. And on here, here's the important part. Under broadcast settings, you want to put file output only, and then choose a place to put your files. Under video, just go your full screen monitor. I don't use any resolution downscaling. And then once again, check your audio settings here. Now to set this up, I might do a full tutorial on Open Broadcast at some point, but honestly, there's a lot of good ones out there. Now this is going to flip out because I don't actually have Mad Father up. But then you can just preview stream and then start streaming to go from there. You'll notice I have my microphone muted in OBS, and the reason why is when I record with OBS, I'm also going to be using Audacity to record my microphone. Now Audacity is a open source free sound editing program, and using this is going to change everything. What I do is I start my OBS recording, and then I kick over and I start my Audacity recording. Now you're going to end up with two separate files, but that's okay. I normally do something to signify and make it easier to line up on. Like for example, if I'm in Minecraft, I'll open a chest and then say opening chest. If I have a face cam on, I'll actually just say beep and just make the motion of my mouth very enunciated, or very exaggerated, I guess, so I have an easy time lining up everything. And the reason I wanted to talk about Audacity is I'm going to record a little bit here and show you guys something. If you have background noise, the easiest way to get rid of it, if it's just minor background noise, for example, if I don't run noise reduction, you're going to hear the hum of my computer fan, and I'll show you that in editing, what that sounds like. So right now, I'll let you guys hear that humming. There we go. And that's what happens if I don't run a couple filters. In Audacity, if you record for a while and then choose a moment of silence, you can just go to Effects, Noise Removal, Get Noise Profile. And then you click off, so you deselect that area. You'll see it's still here, but you aren't selected here. So then you want to Effect, repeat the noise removal, and it's going to run a noise removal filter on all of this. Basically, that's going to take this silence and say, hey, this is silence, and it'll get rid of any constant background noise you have. Honestly, it makes a huge amount of difference. I often, in my own videos, also run a normalization filter. That way, if there's a part where I'm talking really quietly or really loud, I'm not blowing out your speakers. And then from here, you can just File, Export, and then, I don't know, why my webcam controller popped up there. Interesting. And then export it as an MP3. Then in your software that you use for editing, which we'll get into that, interesting, we'll get into that in just a moment, you can just edit those together. Now an important thing to note there is in OBS, if you're going to be doing it this way, make sure you don't have your mic selected here. You want to have your mic muted. Having your mic selected here and then overlaying the Audacity track, you're going to have your voice doubled. It's going to sound really, really weird. Now, if you aren't too worried about your background noise or anything, you can just do your voice recording here in OBS. I just personally am spoiled by having my game sounds and my mic audio on separate tracks. It makes editing such a breeze. Now, on the topic of editing, I actually don't know that much about free, open source, or either free or open source or both editors. I do know that if you're running Windows, you can get Windows Movie Maker, and I've heard that that's decent. I mean, you're not going to get pro quality editing out of it, but it's definitely good for starting up a Let's Play. So I would look into that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to be researching more free open source editors, and I'll be doing a video specifically on video editing software very soon. So look forward to that. And if you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments down below. Now, I've used Fraps in the past. I don't know much about it. I did not use it for very long. And I've played around with the Sony program. I can't remember what it's called at the moment, but someone had mentioned it in the comments last time. And I don't have much experience with that, so I won't really be able to help too much on those, but feel free to ask, and maybe we can find someone who can help. But thank you all for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and as always, have a great day, guys.